Opening Chatters. Thanks for joining us today, and thanks to all of you who watched last week's video and left us some comments and sent us messages.
I want to just add my thanks to that. I'm super excited for this second video, and yeah, so today we're going to be talking about our best England ODI XI of all time.
So Johnny, let's take it away with your first selection.
Well, OBS is going to be Jason Roy for number 1.
There he is.
Hey!
Technology at its best.
I see you've copied me.
I think if we want a lot of runs in the top order, Roy's the man.
He's just so pleasing to watch as well. There's nothing like watching him give a nice spanking drive down straight, like a straight drive, straight between mid on and mid off. Sorry, I'm getting a bit carried away here.
And he comes from the best club.
Oh yeah, Surrey CCC. However many C's, it's Surrey.
I think we agree on that one. Should we have a look at number 2?
Well, yeah, I've gone for Johnny Bairstow.
Opening combination is one of the best.
No, I've got some stats on this opening combination. In their first 31 innings, they scored 2,099 runs as a pair, averaged 67.7, and they had a 100 partnership 10 times and a 50 partnership 7 times. That's the highest average among opening pairs with more than 1,000 runs in ODI cricket.
I think there's very few people who can dispute that these two together are a brilliant combination.
They just have a batting competition to see who can hit the biggest six. You know, it's just some good modern cricket. You know.
So we are agreeing so far.
So far, yeah, it looks like we think similar.
So good. Let's take a look at number 3. Who have you gone for?
Joseph Root, the most elegant player to have graced this planet. He has got an average of 51.05, which is the highest in my entire team. And I just could not ignore that when it came to popping him right in there at number 3. And you need him as your glue there at number 3. You've put KP, which seems a bit weird to me because maybe in T20 cricket you can put him at number 3. But, you know, if one of the openers gets out early, I don't fancy KP against a new swinging ball, really.
But if we have an opening pair of Roy and Bairstow, KP won't be batting until 15 to 20 overs later.
Okay, fair point. But then you can play with the order. But I just think you need your glue at number 3.
That's fine. I've gone for KP, one of the best one-day players England's ever seen. Statistics look good. 134 matches, 4,400 plus runs, average of 41.32.
He's definitely very pleasing on the eye, but I wouldn't say those stats are absolutely astounding. I would put them in the pretty good range. No, his stats are pretty good. His style is amazing. On and off the pitch, he seems to dismantle everything he comes across.
So we have our first difference. Can we take a look at number 4?
I put KP at number 4.
All right. Why do you put him at number 4, rather?
He's, whether we like it or not, he's a top-class player. And as a child, always as I was growing up watching cricket, he was always my favourite player. So I just could not neglect to leave him out of my team. And I just feel like it's a good spot for him because I've got other people in my other positions that are better suited for them.
Interesting. All right. I've gone for Captain Morgan at number 4. I think this is probably one of the best positions for him to bat. He can be totally destructive if Roy and Bairstow pull it off, as they usually do. And then KP takes it another 15 overs. Morgs comes in at the end, and he can smash it to all parts of the ground.
Well, I don't think a number 4's job traditionally is to come in at the end. I think you're looking more at like a number 7 or 8.
Yes, but with the recent history of the team...
You're not basing this on any solid facts. You're basing your team on a hypothetical scenario, not on how you should construct your team. I just think you've got Roy, Bairstow, KP, Morgan. They're all the same kind of player.
They smash it to all parts of the ground. We're looking at a 500 run, 50 overs.
Every now and then, all of them are going to have a bad day at the same time. They're going to get rolled over for like 70. You need some glue in there somewhere. That's why we have Mr. Joseph Root.
Okay, let's have a look at number 5.
Owen Morgan.
Tell us some more stats.
Well, he scored 7,368 ODI runs, and his average is 39.40 with a fairly impressive strike rate of 91, considering the amount of time that he's played.
Okay, position number 5, I've gone for Paul Collingwood.
All rounders, they're gold dust. He was so close to getting into my team. I couldn't leave anyone out, so he's sort of my 12th man.
Interesting. There was another team I saw picked by Wisden, I think.
He's a good captain.
Who's coming up next? There we go.
Dun dun dun. Okay, take 2. Bum bum bum.
Looks like we're going backwards now.
Don't blind.
There we go. Number 6.
Stokes. You cannot leave Stokesy out. He is arguably the finest all-rounder of all time across all formats.
I agree, and he hasn't finished yet.
If he just keeps going, he can smash those records right down.
That's a good pick. The question is number 6 too high for him?
No. He's batted like number 4, number 5 in tests before. He's
Okay.
more of a batsman than a bowler.
I've gone for Alex Stewart. He was a brilliant wicketkeeper. Played 170 games. He had an average of over 30, over 31 actually. And I think compared him to, for example, Butler, I think in my view, Stewart took it.
Stewart took it. I'm sorry. Like scrub your mouth out with soap. Butler. You want some stats on Butler, do you? Nearly 4,000 runs, average over 40, 900s, 2050s, strike rate of 120, which is extremely high for ODIs, especially given the amount of games he's played. I'm sorry, it's an absolute disgrace that you've left Butler out. I think I'm going to resign from my post as an opening chatter in protest.
All right, well, let's see if the next position makes you feel any better. At number 7, you chose?
Butler. You all know how I feel about this legend. My team is full of legends. Your team is full of a few legends and some extremely strange choices.
You tell me who isn't a legend in my team.
Well, I wouldn't say that. See, I don't want to upset Collingwood because I know that he watches every week. He's a big fan of the show. I'm not going to say who's not a legend. I'm just going to say that they're not as good as mine.
So you've given us Butler's stats. They're not bad. I have to
They're
admit.
not bad. They're good. They're fan-dabby-dozy. If we've got 10 overs to come, and we've got 10 overs to smash the ball everywhere, who do you want, Josh Butler or Alex Stewart?
We'll never know because they didn't play together.
Yes, that's the problem with this all-time thing. They didn't play together, but
yeah,
you've got to take them in their context. Was Alex Stewart great in his time? Yeah. Is Josh Butler great in his time? Yeah. Think about how much time Josh Butler still has left to.
Oh, well, at number 7, I've gone for Sir Ian.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
Brilliant player of the past. He played 116 ODIs. He can bat. He can bowl. He is a perfect all-rounder. He had an average of 23.21 with the bat, and he took 145 wickets in those games.
My only question about that would be, is those stats are good, but I think he'll really be remembered for his test cricket.
All right, let's move on to number 8. Who have you got?
Flintoff, 4,000 runs, 169 wickets, an average of 24. So I call an all-round good egg.
Who did I put at number 8? Ben. The main man, Ben.
He is far too good to be at number 8. How are you putting both of them ahead of him?
That's a good point. My order is flexible. Put him above both of them in the batting order.
Stokes could bat any position from 3 to 8 probably. But I think 8's a bit late for him. Bit of a waste.
I've gone for Collingwood can bowl and bat. Both of them can bowl and bat. Stokes can bowl and bat. It's already 3 all-rounders.
I'm pretty sure Root and KP can chuck in a few off-tossers. He started out as a bowler, I'm pretty sure. I think you're undermining him.
Root can't bowl in my team because he's not there.
Of course he can't, but I'm talking about my team. By the way, another abomination that you left Root out.
Let's look at number 9. Who have you got there?
Swan. You need a spinner. I mean, do you have a spinner in your team? I don't know, but he's reliable. His stats are reasonable, and in England we haven't been gifted with the best crop of spinners over the years, but I think that he'll do a good job.
Why do you go for a standard off spinner rather than a leg spinner?
I'm just going on the stats here. I mean, he has over 100 wickets, average 27. I think you're thinking a bit too much in T20 terms. I mean, off spin in ODI cricket is not specifically better than leg spin, I don't think. And there's been the rise of leg spin over the recent years, but this is an all-time 11, don't forget. And there was definitely a time when leg spin wasn't on the rise.
I think off spin can be used to calm the runs, ODI. I've gone at number 9 for Big Freddy.
Choice.
And his stats very good. It's just unfortunate that he got injured and wasn't able to play any more years. Otherwise, his record would have been even better than it is.
I've loved Freddie ever since I was small. He used to take me to his academy.
Right, we're getting down to the business end of the team here. Number 10. See, you've got a high-quality batsman.
He's got a Test match 80, don't you know? The best day of my life watching that. It's the day I finally realised that truly anything is possible. Adil Rashid. I agree with you. He was close to getting in my team, but his stats were a little bit too mediocre for me to.
Mediocre than Swan.
Yeah, Swan's what's Adil Rashid's average?
He played 100 games, took 146 wickets.
Okay, Swan played like 70 or less and took 105. His average was 27. I'm pretty sure when I was looking at Adil Rashid, his average was higher 30s.
Didn't write down the bowling average on here. Jimmy's a good choice. I think number 10 is maybe a bit high for him.
How come of all your players, Adil Rashid's the only one worthy of a full name? Stewart could have been Rod Stewart coming in for a wicketkeeper.
Tell us why you're going for Goffey.
My team is based on the stats. My team is based on facts. Your team is based on who knows what.
My team is based on how they performed through their careers. Also, what is a good combination of people to have together, even if some of the stats are slightly less.
Still think my one's a good combination, though.
The bowling, we have Jimmy starting off. Jimmy and Ian Botham opening. Quick switch to Stokes and Flintoff. Can you imagine those two from either end?
Yeah, but I don't think you want them from either end because they're both so similar.
Oh, but those two will fight.
It's true.
They will not give an inch to anyone.
They're very similar.
If you have them from only one end, then the batsman knows he's just got to get through 6 balls. He can sit at the next over and relax. So I think that would be a good combination. Rashid come in the middle, in his 10 overs, and back to probably do for the end a combination of Anderson and Stokes, and then Flintoff and Botham to finish off the overs.
Botham and Flintoff would also fight. I know BP doesn't give up easily. Ask me why I went for Goff because I believe behind Jimmy he's the second highest wicket taker of all ODIs for England.
All right, I think we have 2 brilliant teams there. Either one would do well.
I think you have my team, which is good, and then you have your team, which is almost good.
Very good.
Almost good. I have to edit that bit out where you said very good.
It's fun choosing the team, and obviously we're going to get some similar names.
Well, now that you mention it, I'm looking at my bowling attack now, thinking it looks a bit blunt. A bit of pizzazz in there somewhere.
Who have you got? Goff and Anderson opening, Flintoff and Stokes next, Swan.
Maybe Swan's a bit too vanilla. Maybe I need like a Monty Panesar or something.
Interesting, left arm.
Monty. I don't even know if you played ODIs.
Oh, that was fun. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have a team you think is better than one of these, let us know. Send it to us on Facebook or in the comments on YouTube. Any last comments, Johnny?
It's been absolutely mind-boggling to figure out this stuff. I've learned a lot. Learned from my mistakes. If we look at the facts, really, we've got ODIs, we've got England, number 1 in the world.
Thanks for watching this week. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to be notified of any new videos that come out. Leave a like if you like this video, and then leave your comments in the boxes below. Thanks everyone. See you soon.